Welcome to Artwork, a professional development program about working in the visual arts in Atlantic Canada. I'm Sarah Jones, the curator of Jones Gallery in St. John, New Brunswick. Today on Digital Strategies for Visual Artists, we'll answer the questions: should I sell work online? Is it professionally acceptable to sell work online? And will the art world elites judge me if I sell work online? So yes, and they'll have to get over it. And we'll unpack that a bit and issue some caveats over the course of this video. 1, can or should I sell work online? Yes, of course you can. If you have a part of your practice that involves a direct-to-consumer line, so you have paintings or prints or objects, buttons or lessons or zines, anything that is purchasable by a client, then yes, you can absolutely and should absolutely sell these things online. And we'll talk about exactly how to do that in the next video. 2, is it professionally acceptable to sell work online? All kinds of artists who have, for instance, Canada Council supported practices, artists who exhibit nationally or internationally will sometimes sell things, and they'll even sometimes sell it online. It's very acceptable. It's very acceptable to exchange goods and services for money. Having an arts practice or a portion of your practice that is supported directly by a customer or customers doesn't make you more or less of a professional. 3, will art world elites judge me? Maybe. Of course, I have encountered that attitude over the years, but what's the worst that can happen, really? I would be very, very surprised if a curator or an institutional director turned you down for an opportunity because you engaged in some e-commerce. So there might be a bit of judginess here or there, but you'll be selling things and you're allowed to make a living. I'm going to repeat that because it's really, really important. You're allowed to make a living. I have found that this kind of anti-commerce, or especially anti-e-commerce, tends to emanate a bit from academic institutions, but that's just kind of the nature of academia. If you find that inherent sensibility in you regarding e-commerce, so if your initial reaction is one of hesitation, just take some time to think critically about that response and where it's coming from. Another caveat is that if you have great representation or stockists and you don't need to sell your work online, or you don't have enough work to sell online yourself, then that's fine. You don't have to do it. There are 2 reasons why we advocate strongly for e-commerce as an option for artists, if it's applicable for you. The first, I'll say that just one more time, you're allowed to make a living. So the average income of artists in our region is very low compared to other parts of the country, and I'll link to a study conducted by ArtsLink New Brunswick in the video notes. And this is really nothing short of tragic, and e-commerce is a way for us to reach a potentially paying audience anywhere in the world. Always endeavor, I'm telling you, fellow artists, to reduce the barriers between you and a paycheck. And that add to cart button is something that is very, very barrier-free. The second reason why we like e-commerce so much too is that in-person sales, right, requires a natural skill set and years of experience and learning. And some people are just really good at it and some people aren't. And I know from talking to a lot of you that sales aren't something generally that you enjoy. I know I don't particularly enjoy it. But e-commerce doesn't really involve any person-to-person interaction. It's very kind of low interaction type of sales. So it's really structured well for artists if that kind of resonates with you. Thank you for watching. Artwork's primary sponsor is Canada Council for the Arts, and we'll see you again soon.